Hello and welcome to this year's virtual Brotherhood Banquet. Over the course of this program, you'll hear from the new National President Dale Holland, a representative from SeriousFun Children's Network, as well as some of our amazing award recipients, including this year's Scheidler Award winner. And then we'll close out with a candlelight ceremony, as read by Mr. Bill. And to kick us off, here's a recap of what all went down at convention. Convention took place over the course of July 23rd through 25th, just under a month ago at Miami University in Oxford, Ohio. It was definitely a bit different from most of our conventions, as it was condensed to accommodate certain COVID protocols, and it was our first time incorporating a virtual component where brothers could vote and participate remotely. Here's a selection of some of the outcomes of the 64th National Convention. Dale Holland assumed the role of National President, along with the election of Barry Mask as National Vice President, and John Hayes and Ricky Bailey as National Counselors. We thanked Brother Bill Brash for his service as National President, as well as Brother Bob Ragsdale for his term on the board. Thank you, gentlemen, and we're excited to see what you do. New National President Dale Holland decreed Thursdays to be Phi Kappa Thursday. Make sure you're wearing letters and tag us online. Discussion was had to make our public rituals more accessible, so we made a page on our website to be a home for all public rituals, starting with the associate ceremony, and more will be added throughout the fall. We're also working on an updated history page, and we've updated the Constitution on the governance page. A vote was passed for the elimination of the term colony, and it was replaced with associate chapter. We hope this will help modernize the polarizing term and align with industry standards. The location of the 65th National Convention of Phi Kappa was unveiled to be Las Vegas, Nevada. And we're excited that right now you can sign up for an early bird registration list by going to phikappa.org/events. Now that was just a small sample of what happened at convention. We'll talk a little bit more about our award winners later. But for now, I want to throw you to our National President, Dale Holland.
Hey, good evening, brothers across Phi Tau Nation. I'm the National President, Dale Holland, a 1987 initiative of the Beta Mu chapter at Kent State University in Ohio. I'm honored to kick off this year's virtual Brotherhood Banquet. In fact, this is our second virtual Brotherhood Banquet. We want to make sure that we honor our brothers in a fitting manner, and I know we have done just that. So bear with us during these COVID times in our virtual engagements. First off, I want to send a big thank you to those who attended the 64th National Convention in Oxford, either in person or virtually. Thank you for being there, brother. We really appreciate seeing everybody in person and online. With that said, I want to plant a seed for you to plan to attend the 65th National Convention in Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm really looking forward to seeing you there in Las Vegas in the summer of 2023, so please start planning now. Be sure we fill out your early bird registration form to get priority registration. We believe that this will be the largest gathering of Phi Taus in recent years, an event that you and your chapter brothers don't want to miss. So we look forward to seeing you in 2023. But before then, we've got a lot of work to do. Before the summer of 23, we have a lot to focus on, especially when it comes to Brotherhood first and Phi Tau always. We need to be proud of our 115-year heritage, but we also must realize that there's always room for improvement. And that is what we're going to do moving forward. We need to have a better focus and sustainment of our current chapters and a maintenance plan to make sure that they have the tools and the ability to thrive and survive. We also want to kick off a really robust expansion effort across the Phi Tau Nation. And I need all hands on deck to help us get to that state. So there'll be more to follow on regional and other expansion efforts. So when someone walks up to me and asks me at the end of the day, so are we going far? My answer is, hell yeah, we're going to go far. We're going to be really far as Phi Kappa Tau and our brothers across the nation. But it's going to take you, my brothers, and a lot of hard work and dedication. And that's not undergrads, that's graduate council members and everyone across the nation. So get ready, roll up your sleeves, time to get to work. A couple weeks ago, I made my speech in Oxford, Ohio, when I became your 50th National President. Reflecting on my speech, I made a comment. I coined a phrase that it's time for Phi Kappa Tau to become serious about SeriousFun. And I mean just that. I've announced that Brother Mike Rosser from the Alpha Sigma chapter will be our first, and I mean our first ever National SeriousFun advisor. Brother Rosser's fired up to get involved and to help in any way that he can. He'll be a great liaison in getting us into the right meetings and events with the SeriousFun Foundation, and we want to make sure that we're there to support them. With that, I've also appointed Brother Matt Parker as our National Services Advisor. Brother Parker is a big component of SeriousFun and our relationship within the SeriousFun over the years, but he also has a passion for service, and we're going to roll out several various service-related events throughout the next couple years at several locations around the country. So stay tuned for that and be prepared to jump in and help out, because after all, it's important to give back in everything that we do. As we close on the SeriousFun topic, I want to lead into our next presentation, and how fitting is it to highlight the successes and our partnership with SeriousFun. So with that said, take it away, Brother MC, for our SeriousFun presentation. And to you, my brothers, please enjoy this evening and take time to celebrate being a Phi Tau. Go far, brothers. Go far.
Thanks, Dale. And now to hear a special presentation from SeriousFun.
Hello, Phi Kappa. We are so excited to be here at your convention this year. While our attendance is rather unconventional, we are just so thrilled to have a moment to come together and celebrate what we've been through and where we're going. My name is Allison Chanka, and I work for SeriousFun Children's Network. And I just want to take a moment to express our immense gratitude. It's the steadfast partnerships like yours that help us see through the hard times and then peer forward together to make our future even brighter. So to give you an update on how SeriousFun has been through this last year plus, there has been an immense amount of ingenuity, inspiration happening across our global network of camps. It was really inspiring to see staff step up to this challenge of not having in-person programming last year, but still finding ways to meet the needs of children living with serious illnesses, meet them where they were in their homes with virtual programs that were inclusive and inspiring and still had the spirit and fun of camp, all while being safe. I did want to let you know, because things are opening back up, because there are more opportunities, I don't want you to shy away from any volunteer opportunities, because there are plenty that still exist. So please, I encourage you to check our website, seriousfun.org. You can check the Get Involved tab. There are ways to check into the camps there. You should also visit our blog, because we usually update some volunteer opportunities there. And then if you are close to any camps, please reach out to their volunteer coordinators, see what kind of things that they have going on. Summer camp's a little late right now, but there are still fall programs. And then also there's a really big push coming in the fall. We're going to be in a lot of need for seasonal staff next year. So in addition to volunteers, we also need seasonal staff. So if you don't have your summer plans yet for next year, you'd like to get paid to have fun and make a huge difference in kids' lives, I encourage you to reach out to the camps, especially this fall, and start looking into their recruitment for those positions. Right now, we have an initiative going on that we're really excited about. It's called Dare to Dream. It's the SeriousFun Dare to Dream Summer Challenge, and it's happening now through Labor Day. And I'm going to share with you, because Phi Kappa has a team, and we would love for you to join that team. So I'm going to share my screen with you right now and show you that team page. So if you go to our website, or if you visit the link that was shared in the recent Sidelights email, there's a link specifically to your team page. Or if you come here to our page, you can go to Giving, Dare to Dream. This is seriousfun.org. You go to Dare to Dream. And then at the bottom of that page, and you can see what's laid out here is that what we are doing at camp, there's a thing called challenge by choice. And so we want you to choose your challenge, dare yourself to do something. It can be something super difficult, like an ultra marathon, or, hiking a mountain, or it could be something really fun and silly, like dancing your favorite dance, doing some camp-inspired activities, or one little kiddo who has a fundraiser on here, he's doing 20 jumping jacks in 20 different states. So dare yourself to do something fun or difficult, and then pick your dream. What kind of dreams do you want to set for the campers this year? So set your own goal. We're also excited that the Rite Aid Foundation is going to be matching dollar for dollar the first $10,000 raised through this challenge for all of our fundraisers. So please take advantage of that. So if you scroll down, you'll see the teams, and Phi Kappa is our top team here that you click on, and that will take you to your Phi Kappa team. Once you're on the team page, and this is where that link in your sidelights email will take you directly to, so you don't have to go through all that. Once you're on that team page, oh, hey, Hayden, you created a fundraiser and you're up there right now. Let's get some other people up there joining him. You can either join the team by clicking this button here, or you can simply donate to your team to help them reach their goal. Right now, the goal is set at 1906, your founding year, so sly. But if we can achieve that goal, we can look to double it even. So there's even a message from Cole Anderson, your team captain here, that I might share with you right now.
Hey Phi Tau, Colt Anderson out here training for the SeriousFun Dare to Dream Summer Challenge, and I'd like to invite you to join me. Now through Labor Day, our goal is to raise at least $1,906 to support the campers that we've been supporting since 1995. Ways that you can get involved, get out, get active, make a simple donation, become a fundraiser. I just dare you from one Phi Tau to another to get involved and make a big impact this summer. Personally, I'm going to be running a half marathon and raising at least $100, and so I'd love to see what you guys can get done. Let's dare to dream big this summer, Phi Tau. Hoorah!
So please consider joining that Phi Kappa team. We're really excited to see what you guys can do together over this summer. And take a moment to share a video. Some of you may know, and some of you might not, that in 2019 at the SeriousFun New York City Gala, we honored Phi Kappa. And little did we know that that would be our last in-person gala for the time being. We'll do it again someday. But what we were so excited to have that opportunity to celebrate Phi Kappa, this rich partnership of 25 years, and award the Excellence in Philanthropy Award to Phi Kappa. So I'd like to leave you with this video. I think it is a true testament to what this partnership has been and what will continue to be. We're so grateful to you. Thank you so much for embracing your national philanthropy. Thank you for carrying on Paul Newman's legacy, and through this mission of bringing joy to campers who are living with serious illnesses. And, we look forward to seeing you out at camp very soon. So thank you so much. Take care and enjoy this video.
It's no secret that Paul Newman has inspired people all around the world. As an actor, entrepreneur, and philanthropist, Paul's creativity and generosity had an incredible impact on society. But before Paul became a household name and a catalyst for good, he was a Phi Tau. Phi Kappa Tau, commonly known as Phi Tau, is a U.S. collegiate fraternity whose mission is to champion a lifelong commitment to brotherhood, learning, ethical leadership, and exemplary character. SeriousFun Children's Network became the official philanthropy of Phi Kappa Tau in 1995, acknowledging both Paul Newman's role as a Phi Tau while he was at Ohio University and his remarkable philanthropic works, which reflect the Phi Kappa Tau commitment to community service. But it's not the connection to Paul Newman that makes Phi Kappa Tau such an amazing partner for SeriousFun. It's the enthusiasm and generosity shown by all the Phi Tau brothers, as well as the commitment of the entire organization, that are having a life-changing impact on kids living with serious illnesses and their families. In the last 10 years alone, more than 2,000 Phi Kappa Tau brothers have volunteered at SeriousFun camps all over the U.S., often through the support of the Phi Kappa Tau Foundation, which covers travel expenses so undergraduate members can volunteer where they're needed.
I think all camps would agree. It's a challenge to find young men to dedicate their time and their services each summer. But with the Brothers of Phi Kappa Tau, not only do we have an abundance of young men willing to sacrifice their time, but they're full of high character. They're role models. They are future leaders, and yet they are poised enough to provide the delicate care that our children need.
In recent years, Phi Kappa Tau and SeriousFun have also partnered on a national community service event held at different SeriousFun camps each year.
North Star Reach has been fortunate to welcome the men of Phi Kappa Tau twice at camp for National Service Days. The very first year prior to camp opening, a group came and in snowy weather assembled all of the beds, all of the furnitures, and left a very distinct mark at camp.
In addition to the outstanding volunteerism exhibited by Phi Tau, they use their vast network and immense creativity to raise awareness and funds to support SeriousFun camps in the U.S., totaling more than $1.7 million since the partnership began. For so many reasons, SeriousFun, our camps, and families are grateful for the enduring dedication of Phi Kappa Tau. Thank you all.
And now on to awards. We won't be hearing from everyone, but we thought it'd be cool to hear from some undergraduate brothers who have recently received awards. There will be recipients across several areas of operation in the fraternity, and we will finish with our 2021 Scheidler Award winner. The Recruitment Pacesetter Award is given to chapters who excel in both recruitment and retention. Congratulations to these chapters for their Pacesetter Award win. The Sonny Strange Recruitment Award is the top award for recruitment and retention, and it goes to the chapter that initiated the most brothers and maintained more than 75% retention. This year's Sonny Strange recipient is Alpha Eta at the University of Florida.
Hi, I'm Josh Rosen, president of the Alpha Eta chapter at the University of Florida. I'm very proud to be accepting the Sonny Strange Recruitment Award on behalf of my chapter. Very proud of the work that our recruitment chairs, Oliver Hewitt and Jake Vaskin, put in to get here, and we couldn't have earned it without them. I think it goes to show a lot that we were able to grow so much as a chapter during COVID times when people were scared to rush and be involved with that, and that we were able to put together some safe recruitment events and able to recruit so many guys. Really, it's a testament to the work that those two guys put in, and we're able to get the whole chapter to put in as a whole. So very grateful to be here accepting this award, and thank you to my team.
The Best New Associate Member Award recognizes a single member who has already experienced great success within the chapter and been a major contributor. This year's Best New Associate Member is Alex Eichheid from Upsilon Chapter at Nebraska Wesleyan.
Good evening. I'm very honored tonight to be accepting Phi Kappa Tau's Best New Associate Member Award. I'm thankful for all of the opportunities this fraternity has presented me with, both through our amazing relationships and through the fraternal values we all hold so deeply in our lives. I'd like to start out tonight by thanking some very special people. First, my family, Chris and Terry Eichheid, my parents, and siblings, Ellie and Zach Eichheid. Thank you for your unwavering belief in me and support as I began my undergraduate studies at Nebraska Wesleyan University. Thank you also to my fraternal brothers, both on the national and local level. Most importantly, thank you to Sam Comancher, this year's Bordeaux Top Undergraduate Award winner. Sam was instrumental in recruiting my class of associates and for instilling the values of this fraternity in all of us at a very early stage. I'd also like to thank this year's Schindler Award winner Dallas Jones for his incredible support that he has given me through the first year of my undergraduate studies. Thank you, Dallas, for always going out of your way to find those opportunities that are important for me and for ensuring my success. At this point, I'm thankful to so many people in my life, and I look forward to continuing to build on all of my leadership that I've had in the past. I also look forward to continuing to go far in my life through my undergraduate studies and beyond. Thank you.
The Norm W. Brown Philanthropy Award is given to those who excel in the area of philanthropic giving and their gifts exceed over $2,000. Congratulations to these chapters on their philanthropy award. The Paul Newman Award is presented to recognize a chapter that raises the highest dollar amount to benefit SeriousFun Children's Network. This year's recipient of the Paul Newman Award is Gamma Chapter at The Ohio State University.
Hello everyone, my name is Derek Friend. I'm honored to accept the Paul Newman Award on behalf of the Gamma Chapter at The Ohio State University. Considering how uniquely difficult it was to execute an event like the Pumpkin Sale last year, I'm so proud of what we were able to accomplish. We owe a huge part of our success to all the Gamma brothers who came before us for creating such a strong culture surrounding philanthropy. If it weren't for the foundation that they built, our annual fundraiser could have easily been sidelined like most other things were last year. But we all felt a real sense of commitment and obligation to carry on this tradition. Above all, of course, this award belongs to the Brothers of Gamma Chapter, all of whom made significant individual efforts. I'm so proud to lead this group of men, and so thrilled that we were able to turn our efforts into many meaningful experiences for SeriousFun campers. There's so much more to come from Gamma Chapter, but until then, on behalf of all of us, thank you very much for this amazing recognition.
The Taylor A. Borodale Undergraduate Memorial Award recognizes any undergraduate member during the previous calendar year who contributed to the chapter's overall success, led by example, and demonstrated a true understanding of brotherhood. This year's recipient is Sam Komacher from Upsilon Chapter at Nebraska Wesleyan.
Hello, I'm Sam Komacher, and I'm going into my junior year at Nebraska Wesleyan University, and I'm currently serving as the Vice President of Health and Safety for Upsilon Chapter. I'm beyond proud to accept this year's Taylor A. Borodale Undergraduate Memorial Award. Ever since I stepped in the door at Phi Kappa, I've joined a huge family. That's what pushed me to work hard as the recruitment chair last year, because I wanted our family to grow and bring new brothers in. I would like to thank first executive offices for being there with resources and answering our questions during a difficult year. I'd also like to thank our Board of Governors and House Directors for guiding us into making Upsilon a home. Lastly, I would like to thank my chapter. I was obviously surrounded by many great leaders at Upsilon, and I could not be more proud to call them my brothers. Thank you.
An effort was made to recognize individuals and chapters who excel in the areas of diversity, equity, and inclusion. Congratulations to these brothers on their individual award win. And congratulations to Zeta Kappa Chapter at Kenyon College on being the first to receive this recognition.
Hello everyone, I'm Tom. You'll have to excuse the environment I'm in. I just got off work and this is the only chance I had to record this little speech, currently parked in a park. So yeah, but nonetheless, let's get into it. Again, I'm Tom. I am the president of the Zeta Kappa chapter at Kenyon College, and thank you for awarding us this recognition in diversity, equity, and inclusion. And I, of course, must thank and give credit to my chapter's amazing members for contributing towards the creation of a safe, welcoming, and diverse environment. Despite being on a college campus that, frankly, has, on average, far less diversity and representation compared to most other schools, our chapter, nonetheless, is privileged to have many members from so many different backgrounds and experiences, not just from a variety of places around the United States, but across the entire world as well. And our chapter has many goals and ideals that we strive towards, but above all else, we have always put extra effort and thought towards inclusion and towards the genuine love and acceptance of all people. It fills me with great joy to see that our efforts have been paying off. And my little tip for everyone else is that an empathetic, open-minded, and welcoming culture lends itself to a more diverse chapter, and a more diverse chapter is, in fact, a stronger chapter. So, thank you.
The Dwight I. Douglas Award recognizes a chapter president for general administrative excellence. This year's recipient is Alec Ballman from Kappa Chapter at the University of Kentucky.
Hey everyone, my name's Alec Ballman. I'm a senior at the University of Kentucky and the recipient of the 2020 Dwight I. Douglas President's Award. I just want to start off with a few quick thank yous to my success manager, Hunter Pemberton, for encouraging me to apply for the award and always being available whenever I need his help. Kappa chapter alumni Stephen Keeney, Patrick Keel, and Rob Lyons for building up our chapter's foundation and staying involved with us, and National Vice President Barry Mask for just keeping in touch with me and offering advice ever since we met at President's Academy. I think one of the most important things that I learned in my time as president is that accountability and expectations are the key to having a successful chapter. So if you don't set expectations for your brothers and let them know what they should be doing in terms of GPA, service hours, whatever it might be, then you really can't be upset with them if they're not meeting what you feel is the correct standard. So when I became president, I took a good look at our chapter and I realized that wasn't the case for us either. So I made sure that I was telling people what was expected of them and putting measures in place to hold them accountable if they didn't meet those expectations. And I know from my perspective in our chapter, it's 100% gotten so much better. And I know all of our brothers would agree that it's just a better experience for everyone involved when everyone is participating and is being held accountable. And it's not just the exec board doing it, all the brothers are holding each other accountable too. So for any chapters that are struggling in any area, really, I would just encourage you to sit down with your membership and have a genuine conversation about what it means to be a Phi Tau and what standards they need to hold themselves to meet that. So I'm honored to receive this award, and I'm damn proud to be a Phi Tau. Thank you.
Before we hear from our Maxwell chapter winner, we want to give some time to recognize all additional awards. This year's Founders Four was comprised of Epsilon at Mount Union, Upsilon at Nebraska Wesleyan, Beta Lambda at Indiana University, and Zeta Xi at the University of South Carolina. We thank all of these chapters for their participation and hard work on their presentations. After some tough work for the judges, this year's Maxwell chapter is Upsilon chapter at Nebraska Wesleyan.
Hello, my name is Alex Flynn, and I'm the current president here at Upsilon chapter at Nebraska Wesleyan University. We're incredibly thankful to be presented with the Roland Maxwell Outstanding Chapter of the Year Award. And although this year was difficult for all, we at Upsilon took it as an opportunity to break down what Phi Tau means to us and strove to grow in those areas. Between the Brotherhood events, extensive community service, and keeping the focus on academics, Upsilon was able to not only survive the pandemic, but thrive as a chapter. However, we would not have been able to do it without many crucial stakeholders. To begin, we'd like to thank executive offices for constantly being ready to answer any comments, questions, or concerns that we had. We also like to thank our own Board of Governors for continuing to go above and beyond their duties as alumni. Lastly, I would like to thank all the brothers that helped us achieve this honor. Through their own personal drive towards making this chapter the best it can be, we are standing today with this award. Thank you.
Before we close with the candlelight ceremony, it's now time to hear from this year's Scheidler winner. The Scheidler Award is the fraternity's highest undergraduate honor and presented annually to the most outstanding graduating senior in Phi Kappa Tau. This year's recipient, fittingly from our Maxwell Award-winning chapter, is Dallas Jones from Upsilon chapter at Nebraska Wesleyan.
This year marks the 115th anniversary of Phi Kappa Tau. 115 years of memories, friendships, and endured hardships, including 2 world wars, economic recessions, and now 2 pandemics. Throughout it all, we've seen a common theme. When faced with the unimaginable, we accomplish the unthinkable. The question we have to ask ourselves is, how are we able to do that time and time again? To begin, it is impossible to ignore the impact that the pandemic has had on Phi Kappa Tau and on the Greek community as a whole. Over the past 18 months, all of us have experienced uncertainty, intense division, and emotional distress. Greek chapters across the country faced criticism for being COVID hotspots and calls to disband based on the hateful actions of a few. But we've been in difficult situations before, and we overcame. This past year has been no different. Out of the thralls of the pandemic emerged moments of heroism, innovation, and a renewed sense of purpose. We witnessed our Greek brothers and sisters working tirelessly in hospital ICUs, crafting public policy to assist struggling businesses, leading the charge to develop a vaccine, and undergraduate members continuing their philanthropic efforts. Much like in other chapters, we at Upsilon found new ways to overcome. We used the pandemic as a way to rethink aspects of the fraternity experience. And to be sure, COVID not only exacerbated existing problems, but also exposed new ones. However, using a collaborative, transparent, and thoughtful approach to every hurdle, we not only survived, but thrived. This approach to problem solving isn't new. It's something I've tried to implement during my first year in the chapter as social chair and later as vice president. For example, normally at our formals you have a mix of Phi Taus, sorority girls, and plus ones that can total up to 200 people. Then add in the occasional 8-inch snowfall in the winter, and you have yourself an impossible logistical situation. It is a mess. Now, for us Southern brothers who may not have encountered such a situation, it's the equivalent of the TV weatherman predicting half an inch of snow so that the entire city panics and shuts down. But rather than complaining about the situation, we simply find a way around it. Whether that's finding a formal location closer to campus where students can walk, or for the Southerners, recruiting your Midwestern brothers to drive you around with a trace of snow. Similarly, during my time as president, this problem-solving approach was further refined. Come March 12, 2020, when it seemed like the entire world was shutting down, the Executive Council, Board of Governors, and I took immediate action to ensure that the chapter house was safely evacuated and reimbursements to members were made. Throughout the summer, we revamped our budget to cut costs and created protocols to maintain the safety of our members. I tasked the officer team to come up with creative ways to keep things as normal as possible. What they came up with far exceeded any expectations I had. At the end of my term as president last December, we not only retained 100% of our initiative members and recruited the largest class in decades, but we greatly strengthened our already strong financial standing to solidify Upsilon's stability far into the future. I am thankful for what Phi Tau has given me the past 4 years. Unforgettable memories, opportunities to lead and learn, and an incredible support system. I believe I have become a better person and a better friend because of every experience Phi Tau has offered me. I am also incredibly honored to receive this year's Scheidler's Award, being the 5th member of Upsilon to earn it since 1938 and the second one in 4 years. First, I'd like to thank the selection committee for bestowing upon me this award and for the many people who helped put this virtual convention and the in-person convention together. I'd also like to thank my parents. The support both of you have given me these past 4 years is indescribable. I am so incredibly blessed to have such a loving family and the 2 best role models any son could ask for. Both of my parents were involved in Greek life, my mom at Delta Zeta and my dad at Teak. Because of them, they suggested I consider joining a fraternity early on in my college experience, more specifically Phi Kappa Tau. Although hearing the stories about the old days was entertaining on their own, what appealed to me the most was the fact that even 40 years ago, after graduating college, they were still best friends with many from Greek life. Following along the same path as my parents, I have grown close to a group of guys whom will be my best friends forever. Nothing I accomplished over the past 4 years would have been possible without the men of Upsilon. Their passion for our community, dedication to the creed, and respect for everyone they encounter is, in my view, what Phi Kappa Tau is all about. Congratulations to the many men of Upsilon who have won national awards, and to the entire chapter for having been selected as a Founders 4 chapter for the 9th consecutive year, and for winning the Maxwell Outstanding Chapter Award this summer. You guys earned it. In addition, serving as a guiding hand and someone I could call upon for help during any situation is a man who has dedicated more time and effort to Upsilon than anyone I know. To our Board of Governors Chairman, Warren Maddox, thank you for what you've done for me and the many lives you've touched since joining the board a decade ago. There are so many more people I wish I had the time to thank that had an impact on my undergraduate experience in Phi Tau. But just know that I am deeply grateful for your love, trust, and unwavering support. The next 115 years will no doubt bring us new challenges to overcome as a Greek community and frankly as a country. However, I do believe that our will to succeed will continue to endure. Remember that when we have been faced with the unimaginable, we accomplish the unthinkable. So my call to you is to continue the great progress we have made, but also not to forget to have a little fun along the way. Thank you.
Thank you, Dallas, and thank you all for joining us this evening. We are now going to close with the candlelight ceremony, as read by Mr. Bill, taken from last year's virtual Brotherhood banquet. Be sure to grab a candle and have a great night.
He that would be a leader must first be a bridge. Our honored founders had little way of knowing that they were bridge builders. Many of the alumni watching tonight may not realize they too have been building bridges. It is important to remind our current undergraduate brothers that they also have the opportunity to be builders of important bridges. Bridges for those who will seek the experience of fraternity. It is our responsibility, both undergraduate and alumni, to make certain the bridges we build are sturdy, sound, and able to withstand the test of time. 4 candles will be lit for our ceremony, each one representing one of our honored founders. They were Dwight Douglas, class of 1906, William Scheidler, class of 1907, Clinton Boyd, class of 1908, and Taylor Boredale, class of 1908. Each would be genuinely proud this evening to share this moment with you. Phi Kappa Tau develops men of character into men of distinction. Those 4 men and their associates also made a commitment to this cause. Founder Douglas was the oldest of our founders. He presided over that first meeting on March 17, 1906, just as he was completing his final year at Miami. Founder Douglas served in World War I and passed away in 1940, and his death took from us the first of our 4 founders. Founder Scheidler was the intellectual of the founding group. He entered Miami in 1904 and graduated in 3 years, returning to Miami with a PhD from Cornell University in 1910. He taught geology for Miami for 47 years, a record still standing. He died in 1958. Founder Boyd came to Miami in 1904. With Scheidler, he helped organize the unaffiliated members of the student body. He completed law school at the University of Michigan and opened a law office and later served as a judge. Sadly, he was killed in an automobile accident in 1950. Founder Boredale came to Miami in the fall of 1904 to study science. As a student, he possessed remarkable organizational abilities and earned the nickname Boss. At his death at age 92 in 1977, Boredale had lived almost 20 years longer than any other founder and was the only link to the founders that many younger members had. He thus became the 4th and last founder to live only in our memories. I now invite each brother, undergraduate, and alumnus with us this evening to receive the spark of brotherhood by lighting a candle in your home as you join us tonight. I offer each of you this story, penned by someone who had the experience of true brotherhood uppermost in mind. An old man going a lone highway came at the evening, cold and gray, to a chasm vast and deep and wide. The old man crossed in the twilight dim. The sullen stream had no fear for him, but he turned when safe on the other side and built a bridge to span the tide. Old man, said a fellow pilgrim near, you are wasting your strength with building here. Your journey soon will end with the close of day, and you never again will pass this way. You've crossed the chasm, deep and wide. Why build you a bridge at evening tide? Good friend, in the path I have come, he said, there follows after me today a young man whose feet must pass this way. This chasm that has been naught to me, to that fair-haired youth may a pitfall be. He too must cross in the twilight dim, and so, good friend, I am building this bridge for him. I am building this bridge for him. With these words, we give pause to what we are about. We now have the task to make certain that we continue to build bridges for those yet to come, for those whom we may never meet, but knowing they will be better for our having been here today. We continue to grow, generation by generation, and it is fitting that we conclude with our Brotherhood song.
We are brothers now and ever, until the day we die. And when that time comes rolling round, and we bid our last goodbye, there is one thing sure and certain. Let us bow our heads in awe. We'll meet again in heaven, sure, in the name of Phi Kappa Tau.
This concludes our program.